Hi, I'm John Burgess. I'm with Red Fusion Media. I'm also the publisher of InlandEmpire.us. And what we've been doing lately with a number of videos is really to try to help people understand what we do with strategic marketing and how our strategic marketing, which you can see here on our marketing cycle, then ties into our digital marketing efforts, and our strategy drives our tactics. And so I wanted to show you a quick success story about something we did that worked out really well for us. And so I saw it today. This actually happened yesterday, and Empire Network, which they retweet of a number of our stories, happened to retweet a story for the press enterprise. Now I clicked it and thought, okay, let's take a look at it. There it is. I posted this story. They posted the story. Obviously, it's a big story about a Hilton coming to town. I think it's pretty cool. A couple of things I want to just point out is that the date matters and the time. And they wrote an original story, and I took the press release pretty much. So they did some real work and put some photos in, and I guess they put some ads in. Here's what we did. The same thing. We posted almost the exact press release because, first of all, if you're in communications and you write a good press release, you're actually doing a really good job of catering to Google. And so within our model, our larger strategy is to win on a number of things, but our tactics are really that the way we present this content is what matters. And so within this page, we added a second photo. We have other things that are tied pretty closely to it, like economic development and some other keywords, pretty strong in both Riverside and on travel and on the economic development side. So when I saw that, I thought, okay, I'm wondering what the value is. Well, yesterday we had an amazingly good day for new contacts. And so within the contacts right here, we gained 5 contacts. And now this is after we sent out our regular newsletter. And our newsletter goes out every Wednesday, and we had some good results on that. But it was the fact that 5 people joined our newsletter after we sent it out that was pretty interesting. And so we thought, well, let's go ahead and look at why we won and what was so cool about that particular thing. And so let's just show you live. I've already looked at this in incognito. So if you're going to check me on incognito, if you're one of those people, great, go ahead and do it. The results are the same. So there's 2 ways to look at Google. First of all is Google natural search that we all use, we've used for years, and you can see the top stories being pulled in. And so I have credit right here for the top story. That's generally found under news, and we are pulled by Google News, which is really cool. And as you see on the natural search, this will be number 1. So we get number 1. The city of Riverside got number 2, so we actually ended up beating the city of Riverside on their own post. We got that from them. And that same story, the press enterprise, is number 3. So here's an example of how I outplayed the competitors. I outplayed the original source so that I could win. And I found it a little bit odd that we gained 5 followers in that day. So we did so well, it went right. What you can see on Google News, which drives a lot of our reach and traffic, is that we are number 1. And that second story of the press enterprise kind of gets inserted number 2 because they were second to press. And for some odd reason, this is probably Google goofing up. They gave us a second one. That probably doesn't matter because everybody looks up and down it. But what you'll see on this specific search of the same keywords is that we have a number of things in the Inland Empire here. And that's because we've worked really hard on a long-term, many-year strategy of tactically embedding the keywords in a way that helps things like economic development, like new construction, commercial real estate, and things of that nature. So we have set up our site to win. And in this case, we won for the city of Riverside because we actually played the game right. And we set up everything not as a narrative story as if a journalist would write it, because the press enterprise journalists wrote it as if they were journalists. We wrote it the way Google wanted to see it. And so when you send us press, we take the best stories of the day and we take the stories we can win at. And so if you're somebody who sent us press and we haven't posted it, it may be the topic, it may be the length, it maybe you didn't include an image. There's a couple of things there that we disqualify stories from. We tend to pick the ones that help us. And so we pick 2 to 3 a day. And then for the partners we work with, we run your stuff and we run it in a way that you win. And so what we basically do is handhold you through the process of building good content. And whether we're a partner at the level that you're sending us the content, we're curating it, we do that for you. Or if you're a higher level partner where we treat you as if you're a content client, we actually build it from the bottom up so that we can win for you. So what really then happens is as we use our long strategy of going around our marketing cycle. We're using content, channels, and analyzation of that data in the strategy and the tactics. And that's an everyday sort of thing. We're looking to get real value and real return. And so for us, we did so well that we got a bump right away in new subscribers. Those subscribers immediately got a note back from us saying, "Woo, high five, we're glad to meet you." And they're now part of this opt-in story that we're building and telling. And so when we show stuff like this, and we've done a number of them lately, and we'll continue to do them, is to really explain to you, the viewer of this, that we're building relationships. Our whole website is about one thing. It's about relationships, and it's about, there you go, it's about handshakes. So we do our best to treat you correctly if you're a follower, treat you correctly if you're a subscriber, treat you correctly if you view our page for the first time and we want to see like content, kind of entangle you a little bit in our story. And if we treat those people right, we build relationships right, that makes the content go farther. So then when we build partnerships, we're able to give you a lot more value. We're able to position your stuff, your content, in a way that reaches the most people. And this just happened to be a great example of how we worked pretty quick, worked efficiently to get this story up. We got a fair amount of traffic. It was the #1 story for the day, and that was after our newsletter went out. Wednesday is always our most traffic because our newsletter goes out and we get about 30% of the people actually will come back and take a look at what happened in the week. So it's generally a good day, but this was posted after that newsletter, still had the most traffic for the day, and you can see we won over much bigger competition. And so a little story about what we do at inlandempire.us and how we always have done that with our Red Fusion Media customers. And so if you have questions, drop us a note. If you thought this was a good video and you need to send us content, go ahead. And if you'd like to partner with us, we'd love to chat. Hope you're having a great day. Take care.